I'm gonna show to you, my fellow chessers, my blitz game. Hello, my fellow chessers. Bishop c5, g6. F3, F6, D6. Bishop d7. Rook c8. king d5. What? King d5. We're gonna try to analyze the game. So let's begin. So e4, e5, knight c3, and then knight c6, and then bishop c4. This is Vienna game. Bishop c5, queen g4, attacking the pawn on g7, and my reply is g6. And then queen f3, knight f6, because this queen f3 attacking this side, this pawn on f7. So knight f6, and then knight ge2, d6, d3, knight d4. That is my blunder. The best continuation on this position is bishop g4 or h6. That's the best continuation on this position. So let's continue the game. So knight d4, knight takes d4, and the bishop takes d4, and then bishop g5. As you can see, my fellow chessers, the pressure in this side. As you can see, the bishop is attacking this knight on f6 at the same time attacking this, my fellow chessers. So I continue the game on bishop g4, queen f6, queen takes f6, queen takes f6 because no choice. And then bishop takes f6, rook g8, but the best continuation on this position is bishop rook to f8. So let's continue the game on rook g8, and then f3, and then bishop d7. The best continuation is bishop e6, my fellow chessers. So let's continue the game on bishop d7, castles queenside, c6. The best continuation on this position is rook g8. Wow. So let's continue the game on c6, bishop b3, a5. That's the best continuation. So let's continue on a5, a3, bishop takes c3. The best continuation is g5. This is the best continuation, and followed to h4, something like that. So let's continue the game on bishop takes c3, b takes c3, b5, d4, and then a4, and then bishop a2, and then e takes d4, c takes d4, and then bishop e6, bishop takes e6, and then f takes e6, and then d5, king f7, and then bishop b2, and then e takes d5, and then e takes d5, c5, rook he1, rook ge8, and then rook takes e8, and then rook takes e8, and then king d2, b4, and then a takes b4, c takes b4, and then rook e1, a3, bishop d4, and then rook c8, rook b1, bishop, rook c4, and then bishop to a1, a2, and then rook b2, rook g4, and then rook a3, rook takes d5, and rook takes a2, rook d1, rook a7 check, and then king e6, and then bishop g4, king g5, rook a5, king c4, bishop f6, rook e1, king d2, rook b1, rook a6, and then king b5, rook takes d6, and then b3, and then c takes b3, rook takes b3, bishop c3, king c4, and then rook c6, king g5, rook c8. Let's see what. Oh, that's the blunder of white, my fellow chessers. The best continuation on this position is king to f4, my fellow chessers. So let's continue the game on rook c6 blunder. As you can see the evaluation bar to this and into this. Draw, my fellow chessers. So let's continue on king d5. As you can see, why? Because check, my fellow chessers, at the same time attacking the rook on c6. So king d3, king takes c6, and then f4, and then king g5, and then bishop e5, rook takes e5. Mistake. The best continuation in this position is rook a7. So let's continue the game on rook takes e5, and then f takes e5, king takes e5, bishop e3, king f6, king f4, h6. Why I take that the bishop on e5? Because I'm running out of time. So let's continue the game. So g5, and then h takes g5, h takes g5, king e6, king e4, king d6, king d4, king e6, king e4, king d6, king f4, king d5, and then king e3, king e5, king f3. As you can see, the evaluation bar is draw or equal. So let's continue the game. Oh, that's the blunder. The best continuation is king to g2, my fellow chessers. So let's continue the game on king g3, but this is too difficult for this position, and we continue the game. As you can see, draw, and that's my mistake. The best continuation on this position is king to g4. So let's continue the game on that side and this side. And as you can see, my fellow chessers, on this position, the white is running out of time to force the king f2.